Okay, what's up, Survivor? We are doing part 2, yeah, Ancient Revelations. Please look at part 1 if you haven't yet, just to get you on to up to speed, yeah. Okay, so jump in on the left here, zoom in a little bit, wait for those guys to spawn, and then just snipe them really quickly. I know it might seem a little bit unsportsmanlike, but things are gonna get pretty busy. You're gonna need every advantage that you've got here. Don't wait too long for that guy to get too close before you change to your shotgun. This is the worst I've done on this one with these two things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm shooting miss. Usually it takes three or four shots to drop one of these. I think I'm just shooting miss. I think that's the problem. That was just not good, eh? Yeah, usually I get them before they get to the door even. Don't know what's going on with me now. There we go. I think I don't know what it is. You know. So okay. So this move coming up here is very risky. This going into this little posse, yeah. But it's worth it. Okay, you'll see that there's lots going on there. There's a turret there that's very deadly. These things, they can zap you if you through the wall here if you're not careful. But this is the best place to do this at. So the only disadvantage of here is that you might, like this guy, this thing could rush you and like while you're reloading, and then get a couple of hits on you while you so that's only riskier. So those fat things, you want to get them to come to the door here. You don't have to do anything. They will come on their own. But you'll see now what happens when we get a couple of them right here by the door. You can use them as a kind of shield. So got a bit distracted by that little character there. Just wanna get rid of him. Okay, so we've got one of these. There's another live one right here. Sniper's not being super effective. Yeah, I think you need a lot of shots on the legs to get them to. I didn't change. No, I didn't. Didn't reload on the pulse rifle. That's not good. Okay, so now this is not the best weapon for these things. But we're just gonna have to do it. Nice. Okay, so nice. Now we've got a nice barrier there. Only need to need a bit of a health boost here. Got whacked by that abomination. That thing got way too close. So now you can go. See what that guy did. He walks straight through these things. And if he's in there, you can't get him. You'll see. You see that? That's the dead thing's hitbox that you're getting. The rounds aren't going all the way through. So we need to get a little bit. We need to get into this thing so that the weapon sticks out of the other side of it, and then it can't see us. Like that turret can't see us now because we're inside this thing, and it can't hit you. If it does shoot, it's not going to hit you because you're inside the hitbox of the dead thing, which is a nice little exploit for this level that gets very crazy. So those things, they spawn there. You'll have an abomination and a fat bug. They'll spawn together on that back wall there. I don't know what stops that from happening. I think when you get close enough to that place, okay, you can't shoot through blocks, even if it's got a big hole in it. It's not it's still solid. That's just a alpha channel on that object. It's not really a hole. It's just a transparent texture. So that's why you can't shoot through things in this game. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is not that thing. They're pretty easy to take out if you've got a shotgun. 3 or 4 shots. Although they're big and look scary, they're just as easy to shoot as the abominations. Actually, the abominations are more hard to get because they're skinny and they jump from side to side. That thing is just so big. You get it anywhere, it counts as a hit. Okay. Oh, that wasn't good. That's why you always got to reload, and that's why this is a nice shotgun because it's got so many rounds, and it's got a quick, nice shot, epic shotgun. One of the nice weapons in this game. Okay, that one just spawned now. These abominations that came here, they spawned right there alongside those fat things. Okay, let's just get that one. Okay, then an explosion usually indicates that something has spawned. I still haven't found where this thing is it spawns. But I think we're pretty much done here. This was a very, very busy this is a very busy little level here. Okay, so I think, I don't know, I think when that thing explodes, that means they're going to stop spawning. I don't know how, I don't know what the mechanism is that triggers that. Okay, so we're done here. Now we're going into this little area. Okay, we'll just make sure that there's nothing else. Okay, there's 2. I think it's a variable of what spawns here. I've seen it. I've had this mission where there were like a lot more of the fat things and the abominations that spawned. Here, I can't remember. I think at some stage I've seen 2 of these scorpions come out of here, and maybe just one of these abominations. All right, so this is going to throwing that switch gives you access to that room, but it also spawns 2 of these skinny gun-toting homicidal little twits here. Okay. And they will sometimes come in. They'll sometimes come inside you, and then they're much easier to get. Actually, I should try that at some stage. See if you can get them to come inside. Because you'll see now what's the deal is here. This room. These things won't come past the blast doors here. Okay. So you don't have to shoot them. I was just being a little trigger happy there, because they can't go past you, and then you can just use one headshot on them and save a bit of ammo. Okay. Yeah, that's just pure trigger happiness, because that's all it needs. Just one nice little shot there to that. Okay, so go in here, because there's a turret up here. These turrets are pretty deadly. They're even worse than those base turrets. I should edit that out. because because that guy didn't even see us. Yeah. That thing didn't even see us. It wasn't coming. Here we go. No, just one little. Here we go. Very nice. Okay, we're done, yeah? I think there are 4 of those guys. And then don't forget the turret, The turret. These turrets. Okay, so this one. You can just see it sticking out there. There it is. 4 shots with a heavy sniper rifle. And cha-ching. Okay, now we've got to go down to this turbine lever. The turbine room lever. Yeah, we're going to go down here. For some reason it's very cold here. I don't know what's the story. So just move out here quickly before you need to drink any hot coffee to warm up. Then this, I forgot about that guy. I'm going to be very brave and try and shoot it with a sniper rifle. That guy spawns when you get into this area. Now, there's this turret coming up, and it took me a while to figure out how to get this turret. I'm going to skip to how I figured out what to do instead of going through all this painful stuff that we're doing now. So what you do is you switch on your jump jets and you turn sideways. Press Q on your keyboard, turn sideways, so there's less of you to track. And this turret has a problem tracking you when you're floating anyway. And then you just rush it and get right close to it and sort it out. Nice little exploit here. So I'm staying in floaty mode to get these things. It's an unpleasant sensation to be floating around like this, because you can go upside down. Like now, you're upside down. It's kind of a bit nauseating. But in some cases, especially in this particular mission, it's useful. Also, the controls are nice and loose. And I'm being sarcastic. They're nasty. Right, so yeah, change to your pulse rifle after you've gotten that unfortunate victim of fashion there. I didn't know where this thing came from. The thing just spawns out of nowhere, right? Or from the head there, okay. And there's another one, and that's it. Okay, so before we throw the switch, just go to the bottom here. There's a what do you call these things? Alien container with nice loot in. Throw the switch. You're gonna start heating up. We want to do it quickly because you're gonna heat up there. But it should stabilize once you've left here. Now you see, when you're floating, trying to get around can be complicated. That's it. We're done there. Now we've got to go into the turbine room. The turbine control room, to be precise. Okay, so these things, there's another blast door here. They usually stay on the other side of that thing. Sometimes these abominations can come through, especially if there's a dead thing lying in the doorway. They can come through. So don't be too confident. Not like that other one where it's for sure that they're not going to come through. And yeah, we've got the first example of a creel. A very interesting insectoid-like bipedal life form. I've got a connection on what's that place called? Hyper City. Black market trader. He's a creel. He can sell you some seriously nice ores. Don't forget about that turret. He will sell you Zasconium, I think that's what it's called, and the other one, also the other weird one, for making cool stuff. Before you figure out how to get it. I'm tempted to put a link. I'll put the link in the thing, in the description. I'm not going to put up a super. Okay, so now I made a mistake. There's one of them behind me they tend to climb the walls. So I thought we would just add one here, but so that was an oversight. I lost count now. I think there's 4 of them. I don't know, man. Yeah, just check. Just check again in the video. Don't get overconfident. You don't want to get bitten by one of those things. There's one long tooth there that just looks very, very wrong. These things, I've got to find out what they're called. They must be a species, man. They've got this stray cat vibe about them. So we've got lots of stuff chasing us here. It's not good. Nothing wrong with stray cats. It's just my experience. They don't tend to want to stick around if they're already grown. The word you're looking for is naughty. Okay, so we're going to do this whole thing, this floaty thing here, because this is one of the nastiest places, because you've got those things, man. They're a very unpleasant mob to deal with. I suppose also there's just not, and they spit stuff, acid. That's wrong. Just a little bit of it sticking out. There we go. You just need a little bit of it sticking out, and then you can administer some justice. There's some space justice. Is that thing still going? There we go. There we go. Nice. All right. Now this the place that we're coming into is there's just way too many of them. And it's like chipping away at a big block of marble. You just gotta stick to it, and then they will also spit acid at you. Now we've got some problem there. Just check in your go into your inventory stats. What fixes that? Dermal burn. All right. First aid kit. Okay. And you can hear it. You can hear it shooting. It's don't know what it's shooting at. It's not getting us. So there's a little hole here, like a little sliver of a hole here on the left-hand side. You can just see a bit of red sticking out there. I always forget about these guys. Okay, it's giving us a dermal parasite, antibiotic. Okay, it's bandage for the bleeding. Always forget about those things for some reason. Okay, let's just bit of food there, and a bandage. Okay, so there's a little sliver here. You can see it on the left, and not on the left-hand side. The plates between the plates and the alien stuff. There's a little sliver there that actually is a real hole. You can shoot through it because it's 2 different blocks. Fortunately, Fortunately, you can get some shots through there. I don't know if there's a specific instance in this one that I use that little thing. You see there, that little. Usually those gaps are not usable. You can use it in this one. That's just like a little bit of free advice there. Let's see. I'm using my sniper rifle because I'm getting a bit concerned about how many rounds we have left with the pulse rifle. I like a pulse rifle. It's a very efficient weapon, distant weapon, and it's got it expels quite a high number of projectiles. There you go, got you. Okay, man, these things are just nasty looking, eh? Okay, they I don't know how long they lie down. They despawn after a while. When you don't try to collect all the stuff from these fat things. That's a good way of getting yourself unalived. I know it's tempting because they've got cool stuff in them, but just be careful. Okay, so now I don't know if that thing spawns or if it's been around. That has hateful arachnid. Yeah, it's so weird. It only has 2 legs. I suppose, you know. I'm trying to get like an alien vibe going there. I don't like those things. I think we got most of them. So there's a turret here on this side. That's that can get you if you don't if you're not paying attention. Here we go. Sort it out. Now we're still floating here. Those abominations, they can kind of reach you up here. They've got a crazy reach on them. These things. Yes, you see it got us there. Don't think you're safe up there. What have we got here? A broken bone. Fortunately, a first aid kit fixes a broken bone. Like magic. Okay. Did we get all of the nasty things now? I think that when you get the turrets stuff spawn. Oh, there we go. There's a real-time spawning nonsense happening there. Real time. Saw it happening right there. Okay, so there must be on a timer or something. I don't know what spawns those things. At some stage where there was an explosion here. I've got the audio turned way down so I don't pick it up on my mic. So I'm not getting all the audio here, but there was an explosion here at some stage. These guys, they've just got to come and interfere, eh? Like those little ones, where did they come from? Oh, I think they spawn on the ground while the other things spawn there so they can kind of ambush you, surround you. It's nice, scaly game programming. I like it, eh? You think it's only one thing, and then there's lots of them. Very, very sneaky and nice. If you keep your jump jets on, you can go through this really quickly. Yeah, the thing is, it's fast, but it's also, I don't like the not having any control. But for now, it's not so much. It's actually quite nice to go quickly. Let's just see. We're going to this maintenance access. Okay. Cancel out the jump jets. Now we've got to negotiate this place here. Okay, there's a little. There's an infantry there. Okay. done. And now there's usually guys that come from the back here. If you go left here, that's the algorithm I like. So I'm going against nature here. Spiders, these little spiders are nasty because they're just as deadly as the big one. They don't have any less nastiness to them. If it hits you, it's the same as getting hit by one of those big. I keep on calling the spiders. So they're supposed to be alien scorpions. What's that? Is that a guy shooting? Fortunately, these dudes don't have laser weapons. Laser weapons, if you get shot like that with a laser weapon. I see we are halfway down our health. It just feels like those laser weapons are much more deadly. But it's more desirable that have those. Explosion. The thing opens up. Okay, I think we're done. We've got everything here. Trying to see what's on this console here. If there's anything worth seeing here. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, it's the same as that other one. Just lots of bad news. Lots of bad news. Don't try and get out here. There's no exit there. We're on the other side of this now. I think it's called the starboard side. Gotta go back to the port side and get these dudes. Are they dudes? It doesn't matter. They're nasty things. That's what they are. Douche. Okay. We're looking for the elevator shaft. There's a nice big elevator shaft for cargo. Then we've got our shortcut. We've got our shortcut there. In here. And then we are ready for the next phase. So this video is getting a bit long. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Don't think about subscribing. Just hit do.